Hey, how's it going? You are listening to the World Cup Song Competition podcast, brought to you by the audacious Singularis Media Group and associate sponsors Smart Stadia. This is me, Bertie, and you can check out our competition online, as always, at worldcupsong.com. Coming up on today's show, we're going to tell you how you can get your song seen and heard. We've got interviews with Emmerdale's Tony Audenshaw and Woody from the Cape Town Lions. We've got our charity shout-out, Billy's Bets, the World Cup answer phone, all coming up on today's show. Well, welcome to show 2. Here we are back again, myself and Billy. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you this week?
Yeah, really good. Very excited about the entries. We've now hit the 300 mark. And I have to say, when we started this, you know, that's beyond the expectations of what we had. It's awesome. Really very excited, and still entries coming in day by day.
I'm astounded that we've got so many entries so early. I thought it would be picking up probably around about the time of kickoff, but we've done really, really well. There's a lot of songs there, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come too.
Yeah, I think so, and the quality as well of the and the effort that's gone in with the videos and the quality of production. When you look back 4 years, YouTube was around then, but people hadn't really used that technology as much as they have this time round. So it's really good to see.
So I'm thinking, Bert, if I've made myself a song and I've entered it into our competition, and I'm eager to get some more hits and see my song rise up the table, have we got any helpful hints, any tips to help me do that? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've had a number of emails from people saying, you know, how come some of the songs on there are getting so many hits. People are obviously keen to do well in the competition. I have to say at this point is that, you know, not everybody can win. There will only be one song that eventually wins by coming top with views, but it's about a bit more than that. You know, the site was set up as a platform for everybody to promote their songs. You know, if you want to get your songs in the charts in your country, it's quite an expensive and difficult thing to do, and this was set up as a platform that everybody could promote their song. And that's the spirit in which the whole thing should be used. You know, we're going to have some other prize categories that aren't just based on views, but we've had one or two people that have spat their dummy out and gone, well, it's not fair because, you know, these people are getting views because they're buying views and all this sort of thing. So I've put together sort of 10 top tips of legal ways that you can get views to your song. But ultimately use this competition as a platform to achieve whatever it is you want from the song. So you've already got some tips ready. Are we going to see them on the website? Yeah, everything that we talk through here, we're going to put anything it relates to on the podcast area of the site. So if there's anything you miss in the podcast or you want to follow up on, go to the website. It's all going to be there. And this is really just 10 top tips of how you can get more views to your song and how you can get more promotion by using the World Cup Song Competition. Well, I know I've seen quite a few of the questions coming in, and I was wondering if it's just worth going through one or two of the top ones now with you. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the big one right at the top, number one, is that the song that you've uploaded to YouTube. If you go into the video information on YouTube, it's really important that in the description and in the tags, all of the sections that you have within your song, it's really, really important to have all of the data in there. Have a good description about your song. Make sure that there's a link in there to a website if you have one, or a link to the World Cup Song profile page that all of the songs when they enter get. To make sure you've got tags that relate to your song, and also making sure the title is there's a lot of them that have entered. It's like, World Cup song for something, but maybe make the title of the song a bit more interesting. You know, I saw one or two. It's like, is this the sexiest World Cup video? Which is obviously going to attract people to look at it. It still needs to be relevant because if you've got some old bloke scratching his bum in it, it's probably, well, that could be the humorous side, is that it's not really sexy, but you've got to make sure all that information is in your YouTube video settings, because that will help people when they're searching for World Cup songs and looking for World Cup songs. That will help them find your song and look at your video, and then obviously from that point, if you haven't put any links into either a website that you have or your profile page on worldcupsong.com or a Facebook fan site, if you've got one of those, then you're missing a trick.
Okay, so by putting those links in, these are reciprocal links that go back and forth, and I guess just the spiders are looking at that, and the search engines are moving you up through searches. Is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, this is probably the other thing, is that the more links that you have relating to your video, the more people are going to be able to find it. Now, obviously, on World Cup Song, every song has a profile page. Now, one of the things that I would encourage people to do, if you haven't already done it, is Chris, who works on our admin side, anything you send through to him, he'll put up on your profile page. So if you've got a link to an actual website that you've got, or a fan site that you've got on Facebook, make sure that you send him those links, and also make sure that you link back to that page on World Cup Song, because what will happen is the search engines, Google, will look at that and they'll go, this is relevant, and therefore if people are searching for your songs, you're more likely to appear. And World Cup Song, you know, if you do a search for World Cup Song in all of the major search engines, our website is there as the platform for World Cup songs. So if you're linking back to us, your songs will get up there. If people are looking for them, they'll get found and they'll get looked at.
Okay, excellent. Another one I've seen a lot of is this thing with YouTube when the counter stops, and it normally happens around sort of like the high 200s, the early 300s, and I can just see Mr. Shendo nodding his head there through the other studio. So basically, have you got any tips and an explanation around why the counter stops?
Yeah, I have. I mean, we obviously don't have any direct affiliation with YouTube. We're using YouTube as the platform for the competition. There are some links on the website under our terms and conditions of entry that explain how page views are calculated, and the guys at YouTube, which is obviously linked with Google, are aware that sometimes people try to manipulate the real amount of views that they have on their videos. And this is not wanting to be rude to anyone that puts a video on YouTube, but the reality is that some people go, well, I know I've got more people looking at my video than the views show. And the truth is, you probably haven't, because there is an algorithm that's there that up to about 300, if I was to sit and refresh my page over and over again, or I personally go and look at the video 30, 40 times in one day, up to about 300, the YouTube engine doesn't really bother too much. But if it sees after that, you know, it's the same IP address, i.e. the same person that's looking at the video over and over again, it sort of puts a halt on the views until the real view count has caught up. So if you've got stuck around 300 views, it's quite possible that your real views haven't actually caught up. But you know, we've had a lot of people that have written in and gone, oh, I've got stuck, and they're now upwards of 2,000-3,000 and much more, because their view count is now a correct count. So yeah, if it does stop at any point, and it may well be around that 300 point, don't worry, just carry on promoting your video and doing what you're doing, because the real views will catch up.
Okay, brilliant. Now, I don't want to dwell on this too much, because I know we're going to put all of this onto the site. But I just have one more quick question, which I was asked during the week, actually, and that's, if I've got an MP3 on iTunes, how can I use worldcupsong.com to help promote my sales?
Well, it's very simple. If you are trying to promote an MP3, whether it's for charity or whether it's a commercial enterprise, if you're in the competition, you've got a profile page. If you send the link to iTunes through to Chris, he will put that link on there. You know, there are some people that in the text on their profile, it's got, you can find us on iTunes. You know, we're not going to go to the effort of finding your song on iTunes and putting the link there, but if you send the link to us, tell us which song that it relates to, and we'll put the link on there. And again, with, you know, tens of thousands of people viewing the website on a daily basis now, if you have got a tune out there that you're trying to sell to either raise money or as a commercial song, then make sure we've got the link on there, and that's going to help you promote it. Okay, it's time for our charity shout out.